I could stay like this, forever following you.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan, and today's video is going to be about journaling. So, first off, it doesn't matter what kind of journal you use for journaling. It's all up to you. It's what you want to use. For me, right now, I'm just using a regular 5-star notebook from Walmart. It's just what I had available and what I started journaling in. You know, you can have any kind. I've journaled in hardcover, you know, fancy looking cool ones. This is my Bible journal. I mean, it's leather. It doesn't matter what you journal in. It's all about the fact that you're letting those thoughts out. Okay, so one reason you might want to journal is because you have a lot of thoughts going on in your head, and you just need to put them down to, you know, unscramble them. Or maybe you're going through something and you don't feel you have someone to talk to, or, you know, talking to people just doesn't seem like enough. Write it down. Maybe you just want to remember certain things about what's going on in your life, or maybe one day you think you might be able to learn a lesson from the things that you're writing down. Overall, journaling can be great. So, I've journaled here and there my whole life, you know. You have your diary, you have like stories in your head of fun things that happened. You're like, oh, I'm gonna write them down. I've done it all before, but I didn't really truly sit down and start journaling until college. And I started going through a lot of things when I first started college 2 years ago. I went through a breakup that I was totally okay with, I was happy with, but the other person wasn't, and they showed up, and it was very stressful on me. And I'm the type of person that can sometimes bottle up my feelings because I don't want others to feel sorry for me, or I don't want others to try and fix something that isn't theirs to fix, which in itself is something you should always be able to talk to your friends. If they're your true friends, you should be able to talk to them about how you feel and like problems that are going on in your life. So obviously I just needed to open up more, but I found that journaling really helped me get all my thoughts straight and realize how I truly felt, and, you know, that maybe I needed to talk to somebody. And journaling can do that because you're writing down everything that your head is thinking about. And once you start writing, it's like you could write for days, and you kind of have to stop yourself sometimes. So that's when I first started journaling, and I would journal here and there, as in like maybe I'd miss a few days and then catch up, which is totally fine, you know. If you're having the time of your life and you just want to journal twice a week to just mark down those memories, then go for it. Or if you need to journal every single night before you go to bed to get your thoughts out, that's good too. When I went to boot camp and got sick and had to come home, which is a whole nother story. If you guys want to hear about it, you can let me know. But journaling really got me through that time. Journaling and God were the only things that truly kept my spirits up the slightest little bit. I journaled almost every single day, all day, to keep my mind sane, keep myself occupied. And it was so therapeutic. And it really helped me, you know, focus on the fact that this is just now, but tomorrow is going to be a different day. And you just have to keep going until tomorrow, and believing that God will guide you to where you need to go. With that being said, when you're journaling, there's different ways to journal. There's different things, you know, maybe you have a fancy little bullet journal or whatever. I just like to write. But every once in a while, you know, you're gonna go through darker seasons, times in your life where you feel like something needs to change and you just don't know what it is. Maybe you're feeling like you're drifting away from God, or you're drifting away from certain friends and this and that, and you're just not understanding it. My biggest recommendation ever, if you're going through something and you're not journaling, is first to start journaling and then start making lists. And now hear me out on this. When things aren't going your way, it's probably you know, kind of, I don't want to say forcing them to go the wrong way, but I like to call it self-sabotage. You're probably you're putting it out there. You're allowing it to happen instead of like asking God for help or asking friends for help. You're just doing it all on your own, and it's kind of self-sabotaging yourself. So I recommend making lists. First list, gratitude. What are things that you are grateful for in that moment? And then go from that moment to that week, to that day, to that year. You know, just start making a list every day if you have to. Every day make a little list saying, I'm grateful for God, I'm grateful for my boyfriend, I'm grateful for this. And then take it one step further. I'm grateful for my boyfriend because of this. And you're just gonna start making a list, and it's gonna start to brighten your life, because you're gonna be realizing the little things in life that are good, and you're not gonna be focusing on all the little things that are bad. And from there, maybe you need to take a moment to meditate or pray. Some people coincide those things, whatever you need to do. But write that down. Write down what you're going to sit on, what you're going to think about, what you want to manifest into this world. I think by just speaking with God, he's going to bring light into your heart. So you might not be truly manifesting it yourself, but you may be giving God the notion that you're ready for this next step in your life, and then he may put it into action. So sit down and meditate on something, and just really focus on it, and talk to God and tell him why you want it, what you want to do with it. You know, obviously it's going to be God's plan in the end, and if God doesn't want that for you, he's going to push you in a different direction, but you're going to be letting it out into the world. You know, this is something you want, and perhaps you may get it. But just writing it down is going to really put these things that you want into perspective. And I think it all coincides with journaling, because through your journaling, you're going to start noticing, oh, I said this about being grateful for, and look, this happened with that person that I was grateful for, or that thing or whatever that I was grateful for. And you're just going to start to see this web of things that just all coincide. And it's just going to really help you brighten your mood. But anyways, as I was saying about how you can have different kinds of journals, maybe you need to have a journal for everything. Maybe you're one of those kind of people. I'm kind of like that, where I need to have, you know, a journal for God over here, and I need to have my journal for my thoughts over here, and maybe I need to have a journal for, you know, my things I'm grateful for and things that I want to manifest, things like that. The other thing I want to clarify, when I say manifest, I don't mean it in the way of like the laws of attraction kind of way. I mean it a little bit more in the way of using your words to speak with God, to see if God wants you to have it, because he will speak to you in his way. However he feels he can speak to you, he will speak to you. And that's what I mean by manifesting. And maybe it's the wrong word to use, but I feel like a lot of people can understand when I use that word. Maybe you guys can comment me a word that is better. But journaling is life-changing, and I hope everyone who watches this can take something from this video, incorporate it into their journaling, and really just take a step back and see all the good things that are happening in their life, you know. And maybe you don't need a journal to see that, but maybe you want to journal to be able to see that, so that you can remember these changes, or later on see these changes. And one more thing I'd like to touch on is like Bible journaling in a way. Now, I put my Bible notes and my prayers inside of my Send It Up to God journal, but you could just combine them. But I like to journal my prayers, so I like to write down prayers, and I don't do it every single day. I don't write them down every single day. Sometimes they're just quick here, quick here. Sometimes I have a conversation with God in the car. It's just if there are things that you are praying for, you know, write them down, and then you can see that, you know, later on, like, oh wow, God answered my prayers, or God's looking out for me. But that can be a totally different like video and all. But I just wanted to just talk about journaling and let you guys know how I feel about it. Now, I apologize if this video was all over the place. I just kind of wanted to sit down and actually just talk to you guys, because obviously my last few videos were like me just talking about who I am, but it wasn't like super in depth, and I feel like having little conversations like this can actually show you who I really am and my character. Also, you know, my Bible study was, again, just me talking, and it wasn't really me showing you the different sides of me. And obviously my vlog that like last week wasn't the most talkative, so I just wanted to really sit down and talk during this video. And I hope that today, Wednesday's video, which is going to be Bible tips and tricks, that's what it's going to be. I hope you all can tune back in for that if you'd like. And this week's vlog should be a little bit more one-on-one. So I'll see you guys later on this week, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram so you guys can chit chat with me. So don't be afraid to DM me. I also have been leaving an email in the description box that you guys can email me. I will write back to you all. I'd love to get to know you guys and hear your feedback. Also, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and if you want, you can hit the bell button. You know, I am new to the whole YouTube thing, so it's possible that my videos might not go up exactly when I say they should, just because, you know, I'm still figuring it all out. But it should be pretty much Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and if I happen to miss one of the upload days, it's probably going to be up on Friday instead. I kind of just have dedicated that day for mishaps. If something goes wrong, it's gonna, you know, go up on Friday instead. So I can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday, and don't forget to hit the like button. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.